This is major.
I thought it was like a bomb or something, like something big.
I can say I have not seen anything like this. This is obviously an incident of great magnitude.
And I'm just praying to God some way, somehow, that, they're okay, that they're just unable to communicate with us at the moment, or that they're trying to find a way.
7 people are now missing and 2 are hurt after a fire leads to an explosion at a fireworks warehouse in Esparta.
The huge fire destroying the facility and leaving many people without power and unable to enter their homes.
Hello, everyone. We do have a lot to cover tonight. I'm Chris Thomas.
I'm Laura Painter. Thank you so much for joining us. We've been following this breaking news for almost 24 hours now.
Yeah, that massive explosion is not only impacting Yolo County, but also several other communities right here in Northern California.
The families of the missing people are demanding answers tonight. Officials have not confirmed their identities. We have live team coverage for you tonight. ABC 10's Garshpal Sangha has the newest details on the investigation live from the scene.
But we do start with ABC 10's Luke Clary live in Esparto. And Luke, I know you spoke to a woman who says her boyfriend was working at the location and he's sadly now missing.
Yes, that's right, Chris. Laura, I spoke today to a young woman who had a very intense exchange with fire officials. She says that her boyfriend was working at the fireworks facility when it exploded. It was his first day on the job, just as she and this young man were about to embark on a new chapter of life together. The site of the explosion still smoldering in the distance. Desperation behind the caution tape almost a mile away.
He had a baby on the way.
In the midst of a media scrum, Siana Ruiz is in search of answers. Her boyfriend, 18-year-old Jesus Manceses Ramos, one of the 7 people still missing, and the father of her unborn child.
He saw it as a new chapter in our life. He was excited.
Ruiz says it was his first day on the job, a short-term fireworks gig, alongside his brothers Johnny Ramos and Junior Melendez, both in their 20s, both also still missing. Hours after the explosion shook homes and triggered evacuations, as fire crews had to hold back for their own safety, Siana pressed officials on the perimeter.
If anybody had even tried saving them anything, nothing.
So we sought answers for her. Are you communicating with their families? Because there are some folks here who say they don't know what's going on.
There has been communication with family, and I understand that it's not the communication that everybody would probably want to hear. But again, we are doing our best with the information that we have.
Still not satisfied, Siana took matters into her own hands.
3 people that we've been focusing on. We were here since yesterday and have yet to receive any information, have yet to see any efforts, and have yet to see anybody go to try and find anybody at all.
The reason we have not been on site to do that is because the danger presented.
Okay, but you guys are supposed to protect us from danger, and you guys are supposed to deal with the danger. So why isn't that you guys aren't dealing with it yet enough?
A tense exchange. Officials explaining.
We are doing what we can from the site through aerial investigations.
They're probably struggling, stuck under debris.
Siana said her piece and walked away, holding on to hope under the weight of her worry.
They were all 3 incredible men who had so much coming for them. And I'm just praying to God some way, somehow, that they're okay.
Some intense emotional moments there as this small town grapples with the explosion that happened here. Esparto is a very small town. I've been speaking to people here, many of whom weren't even aware that such a fireworks facility existed just a few miles outside of town. Many people here have questions tonight. Chris, Laura?
Our thoughts are certainly with all the families impacted by this tragedy. Our Luke Clary reporting live for us. We thank you, Luke. And as he mentioned, that small Yolo County community is shaken after that warehouse explosion. As families demand answers, investigators are just now starting to try and figure out exactly what happened. As we approach almost 24 hours since the explosion, officials say 7 people are missing.
Roads are closed, evacuation orders remain, and officials say the danger is far from over. ABC 10's Garshpal Sangha is tracking the latest on the investigation for us. You were out there for several hours last night when this first broke out. Where do things stand right now, Garshpal?
Yeah, Chris and Laura, that large, dense black smoke that we saw last night, that has dissipated, but a lot of the roads are closed in the area. And the reason for that is because of the explosions that happened that sent that debris much further away from the site. And so officials are trying to figure out exactly what happened here. Now, we're about a mile away from that site, but you can take a look at it right in the distance. You can see the charred remains there. And you can see also once in a while you will see light dark smoke rise, but then it quickly dissipates. And fire officials say they are being very careful because of the hidden dangers at this site. Now, this video that we took about an hour or two ago shows more of the aftermath of the facility. Officials are calling extremely dangerous. As investigators go through the debris, they're also searching for the 7 people still missing. CAL FIRE says first responders and investigators are working with the property owner to identify their location. Investigators are also using unmanned aircraft systems like drones to identify hazards. Now, the explosions we heard from viewers was felt anywhere from Winters, which is about 10 miles away, as far as Vacaville, which is close to 20 miles away, and that fire took out several buildings and scorching nearby fields.
I can say I have not seen anything like this. This is obviously an incident of great magnitude. This was, numerous people throughout this area, has seen this incident, and no, I have not experienced something like this. This is a very complex and ongoing investigation. It's a very complex and ongoing incident that is not completely terminated or mitigated. So we're going to keep the public and our responders' safety in the utmost regard throughout this incident.
Now, officials say the risk to life is why evacuation orders remain in place. Now, the Office of the State Fire Marshal is leading the investigation. Now, officials say no firefighters were hurt, but the search continues for the 7 still missing. Now, crews are working to shrink the evacuation zones to get people back into their homes, but no word on when that's going to be. Reporting live from Yolo County, Garshpal Sangha, ABC 10.
Still very early in the investigation. We'll check back in throughout the evening. Garshpal, thank you.
Meanwhile, the fire happened at Black Star Fireworks, owned by Esparto Fire Protection volunteer firefighter Craig Cutright. It's a warehouse that stores fireworks for multiple Northern California cities and counties. Here's what we know right now. Now, many cities tell ABC 10 they're canceling their fireworks shows or figuring out another 4th of July celebration instead. Today, the Cloverdale Lions Club posted on Facebook their annual 4th of July fireworks show is canceled after the explosion destroyed the fireworks for their show. Lodi also confirmed this year's Lodi Lake fireworks show has been canceled as a result of the explosion. Also, the 4th of July family blast in Placerville at the El Dorado County Fair is canceled. Sutter and Yuba counties are rescheduling their shows. And those counties were working with another company for their fireworks shows. Yuba Sutter released a joint statement saying, quote, "Devastating Pyrotechnics has been a trusted partner and cherished part of our regional fireworks celebrations. Their team brought not just fireworks, but joy, pride, and tradition to our community on Independence Day." ABC 10 has reached out to Devastating Pyrotechnics, but we have not yet heard back. And we've been streaming the latest updates on this fireworks warehouse explosion on our ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app. We have today's full news conference as well as an interview with the girlfriend of one of the missing men. The app is free to download on your TV.